high-profile wrongful arrests and exonerations. Shocking cases that made headlines in recent years. Several high-profile wrongful arrests and subsequent exonerations have captured public attention, shedding light on the flaws within the criminal justice system. These cases not only reveal the profound consequences of mistakes made by law enforcement but also highlight the tireless efforts of advocates who seek to correct these injustices. One of the most striking examples is the case of Anthony Ray Hinton, who spent nearly 30 years on death row in Alabama for crimes he did not commit. Convicted of 2 murders based solely on unreliable ballistics evidence, Hinton's case was riddled with issues, including inadequate legal representation and prosecutorial misconduct. In 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously ruled that his defense attorney failed to provide effective counsel, leading to his eventual exoneration. Hinton's story is a powerful testament to the impact of systemic failures and the human cost of wrongful convictions. Another notorious case is that of Stephen Avery, a man from Wisconsin who was wrongfully convicted of sexual assault and attempted murder in 1985. After serving 18 years in prison, DNA evidence cleared him of the charges, leading to his release in 2003. However, just 2 years later, Avery was arrested again, this time for the murder of Teresa Halbach. His second trial raised significant questions about police procedures and the integrity of the legal system. While Avery was ultimately convicted, the documentary series, Making a Murderer, sparked widespread debate about his innocence and the possibility of law enforcement misconduct. The series highlighted the complexities of wrongful convictions and the potential for deep-seated biases within the justice system. The case of the Central Park Five is another example of wrongful arrest that shocked the nation. In 1989, 5 Black and Latino teenagers were falsely accused of the brutal assault and rape of a jogger in Central Park. Despite no physical evidence linking them to the crime, the teens were coerced into confessions after hours of intense interrogation. Their convictions were eventually overturned in 2002 when the real perpetrator, who had confessed to the crime, was identified through DNA evidence. This case not only exposed the racial prejudices prevalent in the criminal justice system but also highlighted the devastating impact of false confessions, particularly among vulnerable youth. The story of the Central Park Five has since been retold through various media, fostering a broader conversation about justice, race, and accountability. In 2009, the case of Michael Morton came to light when he was exonerated after spending nearly 25 years in prison for the murder of his wife, Christine. Morton's conviction was based on a combination of flawed eyewitness testimony and prosecutorial misconduct. New DNA testing ultimately revealed that another man was responsible for the crime. Morton's experience underscores the importance of transparency and accountability within the prosecutorial process. His case also led to the establishment of the Michael Morton Act in Texas, which mandates that prosecutors disclose evidence that could potentially exonerate the accused, reflecting a crucial step towards preventing similar injustices in the future. Similarly, the story of Richard Phillips is a chilling reminder of the potential for wrongful convictions in the justice system. Phillips was wrongfully convicted of murder in Michigan and spent over 45 years behind bars before being exonerated in 2018. His case was notable not only for the length of time he spent in prison but also for the lack of physical evidence supporting his conviction. The Michigan Innocence Clinic took on his case, highlighting the role of advocacy groups in correcting wrongful convictions. Phillips' story serves as a stark reminder of the long-lasting effects of wrongful imprisonment, not just on the individual but on families and communities as well. The exoneration of Corey Wise, one of the Central Park Five, also deserves mention. Wise spent 14 years in prison before being released. His story is particularly poignant. He was the only one of the 5 who was tried as an adult, facing the harsh realities of prison life while still a teenager. His journey from wrongful conviction to exoneration exemplifies resilience in the face of overwhelming odds and reflects the enduring scars that such injustices leave on individuals. The aftermath of these wrongful convictions often includes mental health struggles, financial instability, and the challenge of reintegrating into a society that has often branded them as criminals, despite their innocence. Each of these cases has sparked significant media coverage and public outrage, leading to calls for reform within the criminal justice system. The exonerated individuals often become advocates for change, sharing their experiences to raise awareness about wrongful convictions and the need for reforms in policing, legal representation, and forensic science. Their stories have been instrumental in inspiring grassroots movements aimed at addressing the systemic issues that contribute to wrongful arrests. In response to the increasing awareness of wrongful convictions, several states have enacted laws to prevent such injustices from occurring in the future. These include reforms in eyewitness identification procedures, the recording of interrogations, and the establishment of compensation funds for the wrongfully convicted. Advocacy organizations such as the Innocence Project have played a pivotal role in pushing for these changes, highlighting the necessity of addressing the underlying flaws in the system. Moreover, the rise of technology and advancements in forensic science have brought new hope for those wrongfully convicted. DNA evidence, in particular, has proven to be a powerful tool for exoneration, leading to the release of numerous individuals who were previously thought to be guilty. However, reliance on technology must be approached with caution. It is crucial that law enforcement agencies implement rigorous standards and practices to ensure the accuracy and reliability of forensic evidence. Public awareness and media portrayal of wrongful arrests have also shifted over the years. Documentaries, podcasts, and television series have provided platforms for the stories of the wrongfully convicted, allowing audiences to connect with their experiences on a personal level. This increased visibility has fostered a greater understanding of the complexities surrounding wrongful convictions and has mobilized communities to advocate for justice reform. In conclusion, high-profile wrongful arrests and exonerations have sparked significant public discourse and highlighted the urgent need for systemic reforms within the criminal justice system. The stories of individuals like Anthony Ray Hinton, Stephen Avery, the Central Park Five, Michael Morton, and Richard Phillips serve as powerful reminders of the potential for grave injustices to occur when safeguards are not in place. Their journeys from wrongful conviction to exoneration illuminate the importance of accountability, transparency, and advocacy in preventing similar cases in the future. As society continues to grapple with these issues, the call for reform remains urgent, emphasizing the need for a just and equitable legal system that protects the rights